Good morning, students. Our subject is wastewater management. We are in sixth unit. Our present topic is manufacturing process and origin, characteristics, effects, and treatment methods of liquid waste from tanneries. So here, guys, in our class, we will discuss the manufacturing process and origin of the tanneries and the characteristics of liquid waste from the tanneries and what are the effects of the waste of the tanneries and the treatment methods of liquid waste from tanneries. So these we are going to discuss elaborately. So guys, this is the biggest question. So what is tanneries industry? Obviously, I think you got an idea when all of you seeing this picture. So leather tanning is a wide common industry all over the world. One of the most important industries in Mediterranean countries. Due to complex waste characteristics, leather tanneries are generally located in so-called organized industrial districts. Fig A, some tanneries in Italy, a proportional distribution of the leather tanneries in Italy and Europe countries is here. The industrial processing from the raw hides to finished leather is shown here. So guys, this is the spatial distribution of leather tanneries in Italy and among the member states. So here guys, the Finland, Sweden, United Kingdom, Portugal, Spain, Holland, Ireland, Italy, Greece, Germany, France, Denmark, Belgium. These countries are the here when we give a drawing thousands meter square leather tanned here 0 to 50,000, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 50,000, and 2 lakhs. Here, guys, so and here from the pie diagram, we should know leather goods 21% and clothes and gloves 6% and upholstery 7% and furniture industry 19%, shoes manufacturing 45% and others are the 2% in the world. So here overview of the overview of the tanning industry. Here the raw hides, chemicals, water, fresh air belongs to the tannery plant and building. Tanner is said here produces a wet blue crust and a finished leather. Here effluent for treatment, air pollution, solid waste. From solid waste to processing and disposal. These are the overview of the tanning industry. The tannering, processing, and contaminant load. The production of fresh hides has been estimated at about 8 to 9 million tons per year. During the processing of these hides, a total of 1.4 million tons of solid waste is produced. This means that in all likelihood, see a calcium 16% of the processed hides is leather waste puts the figures for trimmings and splittings leather waste at a total of 225 kg per ton height, and that is the calcium 23%. Tannery wastewater is slightly alkaline in nature, ranging between pH 7.5 to 8.5. It is because of mixing of acidic liquor from pickling and chrome tanning effluent with alkaline liquor from beam house operation. tannery processing and contaminant load. The highest amount of the salt load occurs in the beam house. The highest amount of the salt load occurs in the beam house area. Soaking is intended for the removal of the salt impurities and for increasing the moisture content which is lost during the curing operation. In soaking, about 15% to 40% of common salt is used for preserving animal skins, and it is removed during the soaking. And liming and unhairing is accomplished for removal of epidermis layer and interfiber substances, mainly soluble protein and fats, providing the room for the tanning agent. And this fundamental process is conducted in paddle operation, which is followed by another task called flushing. Thereafter, deliming and bathing is carried out in drum operation. Deliming is practiced for the removal of the lime added during liming and unhairing, and also for lowering the pH. Batting, a special operation, is also followed along with deliming for the production of good quality leather to be used in bag making. During the liming and unhairing process, calcium oxide and sodium sulfate are normally used during limbing unhairing operation. If a tannery is processing salted hides, then the biggest salt component in the wastewater is always the sodium chloride from a hide and the skin preservation. Pickling and chrome tanning is accomplished after deliming and batting in the same drum. Pickling and chrome tanning is considered as the most polluting process in a tanning operation due to presence of untreated basic chrome sulfates BCS in the form of chromin. In tanning process, about 25 to 30% of the total chrome used emanate through the wastewater. The wet and retanning, dyeing and fat liquoring processor have only a minor impact on the total salt load, dominantly originated from the hides in the initial free soak and main soak. The tanning wastewater contains the highest concentration of total chromium up to 4,950 milligram per liter. Coloring, coloring usually involves combining dyes with the tanned skin fibers to form an insoluble compound. Retaining and wet finishing streams are relatively low in biological oxygen demand and total suspended solids, high in chemical oxygen demand, and contain trivalent chromium, tannins, sulfonated oils, and spent dyes. Reports the average composition of mixed effluents of leather tanneries. The average influent chromium concentration varies in a wide range, 30 to 260 milligram per liter, depending on the tanning process applied. Generally, ternary effluents are rich in nitrogen, especially organic nitrogen, but very poor in phosphorus. So guys, this is the water pollutants, raw heights and solid pollutants, air pollutants. Here sources and types of pollutants generated in leather processing. Here guys, BOD, COD, SS and DLG and organic and nitrogen raw heights is the soaking and the soaking to green flushing. So unhairing liming and lime flushing, lime pickling treatment and deliming batting decrease in decreasing and pickling tanning and semiing chromium spinning and shaving. So guys, sources and types of pollutants generated in leather processing. BOD, COD, and TDS. Here, retaining, dicing for liquoring and drying, and here buffing and trimming. Here BOD means biochemical oxygen demand, COD means chemical oxygen demand, TDS means total dissolved solids, and SS means suspended solids. So here, a reminder of finishing agents. So guys, here primary treatment. Primary treatment. In order to carry out effluent treatment in the most effective manner, flow segregation is useful to allow preliminary treatment of concentrated wastewater streams, in particular for sulfide and chromo-containing liquids, where segregation of flows is possible through mixing of chrome-bearing effluents and other effluent streams, improves the efficiency of the effluent treatment plant because the chromium tends to precipitate out with the protein during pre-treatment. The layout is shown in the here that follows primary treatment. This treatment stage is majorly to eliminate the coarse matter, remove almost completely chromium and sulfides, remove the major part of suspended solids, and considerably reduce the BOD and COD content, which follows the following basic steps: the screening bar, self-cleaning, pumping and lifting, fine screening, equalization and sulfide oxidation, chemical treatment, coagulation, flocculation, settling, sludge, and dewatering. Here, guys, the soaking effluent, liming effluent, sulfide oxidation optional here, and tanning liquid, recovered and recycled, post tanning and other effluent. Here guys, chrome recovery plant. The flowchart of in-house segregation of streams, including chrome recycling, treatment of liming effluents, and the free treatment of mixed effluent. So guys, this is a rough bar screen operation principle. So guys, this is the from tannery, channel, raw effluent, bar screen, screened effluent, and collected solids here to treatment. So guys, this is the layout of in-house segregation of streams, including chrome recycling and oxidation of sulfides in liming effluent. Here, chromium recovery unit, sulfide oxidation unit. The tannery, post-tanning effluent, tanning liquor, liming effluent, soaking and other effluent, showers and toilets, grid and floating matter chamber, screeners, equalization, homogenization, sulfide oxidation. The main aims here are homogenization of the effluent quantity and quality and sulfide elimination mostly by catalytic oxidation. This is achieved by using mixing cum aeration devices such as diffused air systems preferred Venturi ejectors and fixed or floating aerators, lately avoided due to lower efficiency and the problem of aerosols. In practice, to play it safe, the volume of the equalization tank corresponds to the total daily effluent discharge. This is the schematic view of an equalization homogenization tank and the schematic view of coagulation and flocculation system Aravindan. Here guys, effluent inflow. Here continuous level measuring, pump dry potential production level, effluent inflow, high level alarm, freeboard, bypass and to successive treatment. Here alum senior staff. Here alum, lime and polyelectrolyte drain and wastewater unit. Here coagulation tank, circulation tank, wastewater outlet. This is the simplified flow chart of the physical chemical primary tannery effluent treatment. So sludge dewatering. The sludge drawn from the bottom of the tank is in the form of slurry with a dry solid DS content of only 2 to 4%. For its evacuation, special pumps usually of the monotype are used. For further handling and disposal of sludge, it is necessary to reduce drastically the water content. This is usually achieved by thickening in sludge thickness, very much like a circular clarifier, mechanical dewatering in presses, belt filter presses, or decanters, centrifuges, natural drying in sludge drying beds. In addition to power and chemical requirements, the key parameter for equipment selection is the achievable dry matter content in the dewatered sludge. National and international standards of tannery industry. Solid and liquid waste are the inevitable byproducts of the leather industry process, which cause significant pollution unless treated prior to discharge. In most cases, liquid waste is discharged into sewage systems. Indirect discharge, where it undertakes full-scale treatment before being returned to the surface waters. Effluent discharge standards limits are set by the authorities for compliance by industries in order to protect the environment. And standard limits based on standards which have been widely applied and found generally acceptable, set along the lines of mass balance, whereby the quality of the water upstream and the quality requirements of the water downstream for industrial or drinking purposes are determined. The difference between the two figures determines the tolerance levels at the point of discharge. So guys, here pollution limits for discharge of effluents into water bodies and sewers. Argentina source, Austria, China, Nigeria, and Nigeria sewer. pH 5.5. Here, guys, the first line is the Argentina surface sewer. So the Argentina surface, Argentina sewer, Australia surface, Australia sewer, China surface, China sewer, Nigeria surface, Nigeria sewer. Here, pH is 5.5 C surface and 5.5 to 10 sewer. And in Austria, surface 6.5 to 8.5. In Austria, 6.0 to 9.5. China surface 6.0 to 9.0. Here China sea was 6.0 to 9 point. Nigeria surface 6 to 9. Nigeria sea was 6 to 9. Here temperature 45, 45, 30, 30, 70 to 150, 400, less than 40, less than 40. Here suspended solids. Austria surface 70, Austria sewer 150, China surface 200, China sewer 10, Nigeria surface 30, Nigeria sewer no. And settled solids milligram per liter, Argentina surface 0.5 and Argentina sewer 0.5 and China sewer 10. So BOD milligram per liter, BOD is 50, 200, 25, 20 to 100, 600, 50, 500. COD 250, 700, 200, 100 to 300 and 1000. Here sulfide, uh, Argentina severe 1000, Austria surface 0.1, Austria sewer 2.0, China surface 1 point, China sewer 10, Nigeria surface 0.2, and chlorides milligram per liter 6, Nigeria surface 600, Nigeria sewer 600. So sulfates milligram per liter, Argentina sewer 1000, Nigeria surface 500, and Nigeria sewer 1000. So phosphorus 2.0 Argentina surface and the Nigeria surface 5, Nigeria sewer 10. So and chromium 3 milligram for the 1.5 China surface and the China sewer 2.0, Nigeria surface less than 1. Chromium 6 milligram per liter, Austria surface is 0.1, Austria sewer 0.1, China surface 0.5, China sewer 0.5, Nigeria surface less than 1. So total chromium milligram per liter is 0.5, 2, 1.0, 3.0, 1.5, 1.5. So oil and grease milligram per liter, 1000, 100, 20, 100, 10 to 15, 100, 10, 30. Phenol 0.5, Austria sewer 20, China surface 0.5, China sewer 2.0, Nigeria surface 0.2. So the detergent, Nigeria surface 15, Nigeria sewer 15. So guys, here sodium 367.5, Bangladesh 12,006, and electric conductivity Lagos 3,487.5, 42,500 Bangladesh. So TDS uh, 3,072 and 661. So 221,300 and FEPA 2000 and permissible limit 1200. So pH 5.7, 9.32, 8.3, 6.0 to 9.0, 5.5 to 9.0. Chromium 1.33, Bangladesh 10.35. Here FEPA chromium 3 plus 2, chromium 6 plus 0.2, sulfate 269.3, nitrates 171.6, chlorides 13.8, and FePa 50, and the permissible limit 1000. So, guys, Bangladesh tannery, and shown in the table 3, all the parameters analyzed by the researchers highly exceeded the standard permissible limits prescribed by NEQS 2000, ISI 2000, and ISW BDS CCR 1997. For this reason, European Commission considered banning leather imported from Hazirabad because the tanneries discharge extremely hazardous chemicals into the open environment. So guys, characteristics of tannery sludge in Bangladesh. So Bangladesh and national standards. pH 7.67, but national standard is 7.80. And OM percent, national standard is 3.83, but Bangladesh release 9.15. Sodium milligram per liter, zero standards is 0.66 to 0.3, but Bangladesh release 6,060. Calcium 200, 4.5126, but Bangladesh released 233.50. Magnesium, the standard is 1.126 to 1.5, but here Bangladesh released 66.15. Total nitrogen, permissible limit is 0.2771 to 0.36, but Bangladesh released 21.5. So phosphorus, is the limit is 18.1 to 24, but here Bangladesh released 50.15, and sulfur limit is 27.1 to 36, but here release 169.5. So chromium, limit is 0.05 to 0.1, but chromium Bangladesh released 9,800. So guys, pollutant, salt, dust, hail, soot, source, flushing, dehydrating, soaking, washing process, health effects, can cause cancer, aggravates respiratory and heart diseases, is toxic at a high level, causes clogging, irritates throat and causes chest discomfort. Hydrogen sulfide H2S source is decomposition, waste and liming, picking. Health as unpleasant odor, nausea, irritates and throat if toxic at a high level. Chromium, chrome tanning mainly affect on skin and the respiratory system, including mucous membrane irritation, sensitization, erosion, dermatitis, and chrome uncreation, ulceration can also cause cancer. Ammonia, mainly deliming batting, inflame upper respiratory passages. Sulfuric acid, picking process, chrome tanning, aggregatives, respiratory diseases, impairs breathing and irritates eyes and respiratory tract. Arsenic, tanning process, breakdown red cells in blood, damaged kidneys, cause jaundice. Nitrogen oxides, tanning, polishing, finishing, aggravates respiratory and heart diseases, irritates lung, affects respiratory systems. So alternative treatment. The details of wastewater treatment alternatives with hierarchy are presented in the table below. The economic criterion has three components, which includes capital O&M cost and land area requirement for the treatment alternative. The technical criterion is mostly used to judge the suitability of the treatment process. In the present project, factors such as BOD, COD, TDS, SS removal, and permanent recovery, and reset generation, total treatment time slash handling and operating flow capacity have been used. So guys, here various treatment options implement at individual tanneries. Here parameter treatment, chemical precipitation, free settling chemical precipitation and free settling chemical. Here guys, the primary treatment is chemical precipitation. Secondary treatment is activated sludge process. Tertiary treatment is PSF and ACC. Free treatment to advanced treatment M of 10 micrometers, ACC 5 micrometers. Advanced treatment RO 2 stages and enough. Rejects and disposal handling solar ponds and remarks permitted rescue reuse. Thank you guys, and so thank you guys, all of you, for your patience. Thank you.